Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to our Lost in LA Bumblecast. Hope you're doing well out there. I have to say, it's been a pretty good week health wise for everybody. No major issues, right, Olive?
Knock on
Cato?
wood.
Yes, knock on wood. We do still have some around the house. So, yeah, everybody's doing good. The bald guy's doing good. No major problems. In fact, the dark haired lady and I actually had a chance to do some celebrating this week. Disney held its anniversary or celebration for employees celebrating major milestones 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, some people 50 years. For me, it was 25. So 25-year anniversary at Disney or with the Disney Corporation. And they had a big celebration at the Disney Burbank studio lot, which, if you don't know, it's like a lot, it's where all the magic kind of happened for Walt Disney in his glory years. Mary Poppins, movies like that were all made at this lot. And it's really a historic Hollywood location. And they decked it out beautifully for the event. It was a lot of fun. It was really nice, right?
It was, well, for me, who's a huge Disney
Yeah.
lover of all Disney memorabilia, it was very cool. It was very nice to be on the lot, take some photos. They had it was really well organized and beautiful, just beautiful. They let us go up into Walt Disney's actual office to tour that. That was really cool also.
It's all laid out exactly how he had it, in his heyday. So, yeah, it was really cool stuff. And yeah, the place just oozes Hollywood history. And if you're into that kind of stuff, it's great. They had one of the studios decked out like a banquet hall. It's beautiful. You'd never know it was a movie studio. And then throughout the grounds, they had everything covered in purple carpet. So like the street was covered in purple carpet. So it was really cool. And they did a nice job, nice food, open bars everywhere. So,
well, my favorite thing was I got to see some very special people.
who, Mickey and Minnie?
Mickey and Minnie and
And
Donald
Donald,
Duck.
yeah.
So Donald is my favorite. So they were available. They were there to take pictures with, and yeah, that was just great.
Yeah, we want to say maybe 600 or 700 people.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It was a pretty big crowd. So yeah, a lot of fun. So Disney celebrates. Disney takes care of their employees.
And some of your coworkers are also there.
Yeah, several members of the ABC7 team were there. Carlos Granda, Sid Garcia, Giovanna Lara, some of the on-air people. Of course, a lot of the people behind the scenes too. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Great to see everybody, and great to be part of a company that still does this kind of thing for its employees.
And we actually got to dress up.
Yeah, we got to dress up. The dark hair lady got dressed up.
I got to actually put on a dress and heels instead of just jeans and T-shirts.
Yeah, she looked great too.
Put on some makeup for a change. Did my hair.
I look pretty much like I always look. She looked great. I was the same old thing.
Well, you look good too.
Yeah, but a lot of fun. So we got to do that. Other stuff we're talking about this week. I know there's a lot of news, but the stuff that we don't get into politics, so we're not going to get into that stuff. But one story that really caught my eye was this UFO video that was released in this congressional hearing this week. Congress has been investigating UFOs, you probably know, and some of the videos that have been coming out have been very interesting. This one is just downright bizarre, and if it's real, it's just a real shocker. It was released by a member of Congress, which doesn't always mean anything, and it was supposedly classified military video of a U.S. military drone taking a shot at a UFO, hitting a UFO with a Hellfire missile. That was the claim. And the video is just bizarre because it does show what appears to be a missile getting very close to this thing that appears to be a UFO. And the missile almost kind of bounces off of this thing and doesn't detonate, which is another weird thing. Why didn't the missile detonate? Unless it had a different kind of warhead, which they sometimes do put on these things. But it doesn't detonate. It bounces off and keeps going. And the UFO keeps going. But what's really, really weird is it looks like there are pieces of the UFO that did break off from the collision. And they keep going too at the same rate of speed as the UFOs. It's just really bizarre. And if it's real, it's not just out of this world. It's like out of this dimension kind of stuff. It's really
out of this galaxy.
Yeah. What did you think, Lisa? It's weird and creepy looking, right?
It is strange. I've always thought that there is life on other.
Well, yeah, we both believe
planets.
in other. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean they're flying around all the time over our heads, though.
Well, I think that maybe they are, and you just don't know it, and they're just kind of keeping an eye on.
Well,
things.
that would be my thing. I would think if they're that advanced, we would never see them, and they'd have ways to hide their presence, I guess. Interesting thing about this also is George Knapp was there at this congressional hearing. For those of you who don't know, George Knapp is a big UFO investigator, been doing it for decades. We actually were working in Las Vegas when George Knapp broke a very big story about Area 51. He was one of the big, guys behind that. And so George Knapp testified as well. And so it's very interesting hearing. A lot of questions about this video. If it's real, it's another example that we really can't do anything about these things if they're out there anyway. Their technology appears to me much more advanced. If it's fake, well, that raises all sorts of different questions. But ABC News also looked into this video, and our sources indicate that it is a classified video from the Pentagon, and they're very upset that it's out there now. So what if that helps, lend credence to it? I don't know. It does a little bit for me. So a lot of questions about the video, a lot of questions about what it means for our national defense, if we really have a defense against these things, and also just the physics of what happened. This missile appeared to bounce off this thing, and it seemed to keep going, and even the pieces that came off of it kept going. It really just mind-boggling stuff. So we're talking about that. And speaking of aliens, we're also continuing to enjoy the show on Hulu and Disney Plus, Alien Earth. If you haven't watched the show, it's a lot of fun. It's creepy. It's scary. It's disgusting. It's violent, but it's fun. It's good, scary alien fun. It's all based on the movie The Alien with Sigourney Weaver. Everybody remembers that classic. But this is a show. It's a once-a-week show released by Disney Plus and Hulu, and it takes place in that same universe. Only this time they bring back more aliens, different aliens. Some are even more disgusting and creepy than the original Alien. Your favorite's the eyeball creature, right?
Yeah, there's some eyeball creature that's like a little tiny octopus with an eyeball, and he's funny. Well, it's funny.
It's funny and terrifying all at once.
But yeah. So I mean, the episodes have gotten more interesting as it's been going on now. I don't know how many more are left, maybe 2 or 3, but yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot more action is happening now.
Yeah, because they have the original alien running around killing people. You got the eyeball alien doing stuff, and there are like 2 or 3 more aliens they've introduced.
Alien
we haven't seen just what kind of havoc they're going to wreak yet. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, this show. Some of the stars of the show are Sidney Chandler and Timothy Oliphant. Timothy Oliphant plays an android. He's like a robot. He's kind of creepy in a good way. You get the feeling that he's got some ulterior motives. We don't know exactly what yet. So a lot going on in Alien Earth. You got androids, you got cyborgs, and you got hybrid android humans, and of course a lot of aliens, a lot of different aliens. And we love the show, and we look forward to more, and we highly recommend it if you get a chance. Alien Earth.
Yeah, if you like that kind of stuff.
If you like that kind of stuff, yeah. Ready? Go get it, Olive. So I think that is going to wrap up this week in review. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Remember, we're all about adoption and rescue. If you're thinking about a pet, check out your local shelter or rescue agency, because you can't get the Bumble Bunch in a store. Right, Cato? Have a great day.